Swole Benji here. So I wanted to talk about the most versatile of all weapons in Albion Online, and that is the Bearpaws. Okay, listen lads. The Bearpaws work in all and every situation, okay? They are amazing for dungeon clearing. They're not the best, but they are the best at corrupted dungeon clearing. The world record holder used this exact build to clear dungeons in Slayer difficulty, not even with 8.3, and he, I think he had a 3-minute, 15-second clear time. That's insane. That's crazy. That's really, really good, okay? Bearpaws are extremely mobile. They do high AoE damage, they do dot damage, they do instant damage, they are melee, but they do have decent range. Like, you can leap and then dot the enemies, and they're just gonna bleed to death. Well, this is a group dungeon, so maybe not. Right? You can buff your damage, you can do AoE attacks, you can do multiple attacks. You can also change your passives to have a run speed bonus. So a movement ability and a run speed on a weapon, that's already really good. Also, Bearpaws are considered an artifact weapon. And so your basic auto attacks, they just deal tons of damage. I'm doing 99 per swing. And if I had higher quality Bearpaws, I would be doing over 100 a swing, and I'm swinging really fast. Like, you do tons and tons of damage. You have high mobility. Like I said, this is a group dungeon, by the way. I really should have gotten a different food for group dungeoning. But the point is that it's great for PvE. It's really, really good for PvP. I'm pretty sure this is going to get nerfed, but the E ability, if you hit a player with it, your cooldown is shortened by 40%. This thing already hits for 2,000. So with cooldown reduction items, I have 25.9 seconds for the cooldown, right? So 40% of that would be like, take off 10 seconds, maybe 12? Yeah, about 10 seconds. So that's a 16-second E ability that does 2,000 damage. Every 16 seconds, you can either leap to an enemy or away from an enemy. That's crazy to think about. That's insanely good. You can combine it with so many different items. Like, this build is amazing with Mercenary Jacket. It's amazing with Spectre Jacket, Hellion Jacket. Almost any leather armor it works for. Like, almost all of them. It works with most cloth armors. It works as a tank build. You can go and do some group dungeons and tank with Bearpaws. You can tank with these things. Isn't that cool? That's so cool, man. Like, they're also amazing for PvP for arenas. They are really good for arenas, for chasing, capping points, killing runners, killing the back line, jumping into the back line and causing mayhem. For ZVZs, you can just get in there and bleed everyone. You can also bleed people with internal bleeding, and then once they get all moved around and stuff, they're going to take tons of damage. The only problem I have with Bearpaws is that they're part of the axe family, and that kind of sucks. Because axes in general are pretty boring weapons, and most of the other axes are just ZVZ or just shittier versions of Great Axe or this thing. The one-handed axe is the worst one-handed weapon in the game. Just the absolute worst weapon. Alright? But there are many different armor combinations and item combinations you can run with Bearpaws. Bearpaws are insanely mobile, they're fast, like I've said. For Corrupteds, they're the meta. These are the meta rat weapons, because you can't catch a Bearpaws user. You can't. If you've watched my Cursed Staff video, that's the one build that can kill this. That's the absolute one freaking build in the game that can do it. But all the others, like, you're not catching a Bearpaws user. They're just gonna run away. So if you want an all-around build for tanking, for DPS, now the only thing I'll say that Bearpaws, they don't heal. These things will not heal you, but if you have a Mercenary Jacket, yeah, you can heal yourself. If you have a Hellion Jacket, you can heal yourself. But you can't queue up as a healer with Bearpaws, so that's the only thing that they're not quite versatile as. But there's not really a weapon in the game that can heal and do everything that Bearpaws has. It has the mobility, it has the damage, it has the tankiness, it has the attack speed. It also has the price tag. Because it's a meta weapon, they're extremely expensive. They're very high priced. Also, they're not really the best for skinners or gatherers. They're okay. But there's better than this for gathering, but you can use it if you want. Now, if you want to max out the power of the Bearpaws, you're going to have to max out your Great Axe, obviously. The one-handed axe is going to be a slog. But luckily, axes, they do okay in Corrupteds. You know, they're not all bad. They're not all terrible. And if you like ZVZ, well then it's a really good weapon to fame up. And, you know, the clear speed isn't nearly as fast as boltcasters or the light crossbow builds that I've featured on this channel, but they're damn good. They're very good, very fast. Like, I'm not even utilizing the bleed fully, but once you get a feel for how this weapon acts in combat, you can bleed a target and move on, and you don't have to worry about, like, DPSing them down, because your axes will just bleed them out. Now, the regular bleed you get from Q, it's not the best. The bleed that you get from your E attack, did I mention it's a true damage ability? It does true damage, okay? And what that is, that means it doesn't matter how much armor they have, it doesn't matter if they're a plate user, it doesn't matter how many shields they have, it's going to do the same amount of damage regardless. Now, another thing that I've noticed when playing with the Bearpaws is that really, really skilled PvPers know exactly how to fight you, okay? They have trained since 2017 on how to fight a Bearpaws user. And the Bearpaws, if you miss with your E, you're, not only are you without an escape, you didn't hit them, you're vulnerable, and you gotta wait quite a while for your E to come back. It's not the longest cooldown, but it's enough to make you panic a bit, okay? And they're expensive, so if you die with them, it's a pain in the ass. There's not a lot of Bearpaws crafters in the world. You gotta go all the way to, I think, Martlock or Thetford for axes. So it's not even really convenient for us Bridgewatch Chads to travel that far to get the cheapest axe. And yeah, I know you can fast travel, but if you plan to craft, like, one thing is if you're going to focus on one main weapon, you should also be a crafter for that weapon. See, like, I can activate my R, I can jump in, hit all these dudes, bleed them up real nice, and that guy should die. Will he die? Yep, see, got him. So once you learn the timings and the feel for the weapon, you can move so fast through these dungeons. Now, as far as single target boss killing speed goes, these aren't the best at that. Let me get to a boss, and we'll fight them. It's gonna take a little bit. Now, do note that I am in Stalker difficulty, and my voice, whoops, my bad. My voice is kind of cracking, so this is Stalker difficulty, which means my IP is being limited right now. I'm only at 1,175 IP instead of 1,800, which you absolutely would not bring 8.3 into a Stalker difficulty. You would bring 4.2. So for those of you that have gotten premium and you got your island set up and all that fun stuff, you guys can be doing this if you want. I've really heavily considered, like, streaming Bearpaws, you know? But at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I am recording from the past. It is March 15th, so the patch hasn't came out yet for me in my timeline. Since you guys are from the future, you know. That's just how YouTube works, okay? Also, I have really low health with this boss, so I gotta heal up for just a sec, okay? I will just drink a potion and call it a day. So, anyway, that's all. I just wanted to tell you how versatile these items are. I wish I could showcase it in a more fancy video with editing and pop-ups and all that cool stuff with a bunch of numbers and metrics, but Albion just doesn't get that kind of traffic, and the kind of content I'm pushing out doesn't really call for that or appreciate that. So this is, I hope, you know, this just sheds some light as to how good these are. They are expensive, they are meta, so just keep that in mind. And because you attack so fast, you can orb walk. I'm just holding right click and spamming spacebar. Very simple stuff. I don't even have the best boss killing stuff on. I'm just doing it as I would. Okay, maybe I'm overdoing it because I'm about to get autoed and killed. Anyway, I'm Solvenchi. Thanks for watching. As always, be a bro. Stay swole. Make sure to. I'm gonna click die because it's a test run. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, lads. There are no cheat stones though, so that was from my personal collection. As always, be a bro. Stay swole. Return your shopping carts. I'll see you in the next one.